Welcome back to Travel Show Live with Steve Perillo and with my special guest and my personal friend, Kathy McCabe of dreamofitaly.com and the Dream of Italy newsletter. Kathy, we were talking about cool ways of seeing Italy. One was a kayak boating around the canals of Venice. What's another cool thing lately?
Let's see. When we were talking before, we actually mentioned there's Segway tours of, they do it in a few big cities. I know they do it here in Washington, D.C., but you can take a Segway tour of Florence and Rome. So that's kind of a cool way. Like Rome, you go through all the ancient, or sort of around all the ancient ruins. So that's
But you haven't tried that yet.
No, I haven't tried that yet.
We'll have to try it and report back to our viewers.
Yeah, definitely. I've actually always wanted to go on a Segway. It just hasn't worked out.
I remember George Bush could not stay up on it.
What?
Do you remember that, Kathy?
Oh, that's right.
He fell right over. Oh,
yeah. I think I'd do better.
Well, I'm sure you would. But on cobblestones, we got to try it before we can recommend this.
Yeah, that's true.
What else is neat?
Well, I think people, in general just love, Italian food, and a great way to see Italy is through the food, and to take a cooking class or a market tour class where you go to or a market tour where you go to like the Rialto market when there's, when in Venice when they have the fresh vegetables and seafood and things like that.
And in fact, they combine the shopping and the cooking, and then of course the eating.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that's just always a great extra thing to do, because you could go to museums from now to forever, but to kind of break it up with the day, actually kind of enjoying the culture of Italy through
and
food.
We're all amateur Italian cooks, right? Everyone tries their
pretty much,
their pasta.
Yeah.
Mine,
So
of course,
take it home and cook it.
So how do you book? Where do you turn for a cooking class or a shopping class?
We review a lot of them. I try to review at least every other issue. We have something on cooking, but there's a couple of different companies that do things like that. I think one is the internationalkitchen.com, and one I was just reading. I'm planning my own trip to Venice in September for a couple of days, and I was just looking at contexttravel.com. They do really great scholarly walking tours of Venice, Florence, Rome, Naples, but they also do cooking experiences and dining experiences.
That's a great tip. Listen, when are good times to go to Italy during the year?
I pretty much think, I really truly think literally every month, any time is a good time to go.
What about complaints about August? It's too hot, shops are
I wrote
closed?
something about this recently. I mean, you don't want to go to the beach in August, because that's when all the Italians are obviously at the beach, and it's just craziness, and they really have no personal space issues. I mean, they're just all like sardines all on the beach together. But I think actually August is a really good time to go to Rome or Florence. I've been in Venice. It was pretty hot that summer that I went. But the cities, there's still things that are open. Not every single restaurant or every single shop, but you really have breathing room, and it's so much nicer. You feel like you have the cities to yourself.
Sad that the actually tradition of going away for the whole month of August is dying in Italy.
It is.
And more people are working and staying in and taking on the round-the-clock working habits that we have. And I don't think we're a very good model in our work habits.
Yeah.
We work too hard.
But I think, even the winter, I like going in November. Early November is a nice time to go. I've been in February. The weather's still pretty mild, and the crowds just aren't as bad. So I actually recommend people to go not necessarily in June and July, when sort of everyone who has kids are going with their families, to try to go at a different time.
All right, let's try to discover a place right now that we've never heard of in Italy. That would be great.
Well, I think you've probably heard of all these places.
I'm not sure about that. Your Norman invasion town I never heard of.
Oh, let's see. I don't know. I'll tell you a region that I really love. When people ask me, if I was going to buy a place or live somewhere over there, I love Puglia, which is on the Adriatic.
That's the heel of the boot.
Yes, and it is just absolutely beautiful. They have gorgeous, it's still pretty undiscovered, although there's some like Ryanair flights to Bari and Brindisi from the UK, so there's a lot, British people are getting there. But It's pretty flat. It's absolutely stunning. They have beaches, beautiful countryside. They were really famous, or they have tons of vineyards and olive groves, and they used to sell all their sort of olives and grapes to be put in sort of wine mixes, and now the Antinori family of Tuscany has bought their own vineyard in Puglia, and they have their own brands of wine and olive oil, and they're really coming into their own. And the olive trees are just humongous. You've never seen anything like this, like 2 feet in diameter. And the food is amazing and fresh. The burrata, which is like a mozzarella, sort of a soft inside. And it's just a really, really charming place, and an easy and relaxed sort of pace of life, and a great place to go. Padre Pio was from there. They have a town that's full of ceramics. They have a town that claims to have the best ice cream in Italy, although, lots of places claim that.
You should represent the Puglia tourism office.
I should. I do really I love it. As you know, I love all of Italy, but that's a place that
I know.
That's really special.
That's what we're looking for. We're not looking for big crowds. Everyone knows, all the usual places. It's a fantastic tip. And we're going to have to close it out now, Kathy, but thank you so much for being with us. Your newsletter, how do we get on,
You can go to dreamofitaly.com, and when you're there, you can sign up for our free email updates, and you'll get a free special report on the Amalfi Coast. And if you're interested in subscribing, all the information is there, and you can take a look around and see what we have.
Thank you very much for being my second guest on my second show, Kathy.
I'm so honored. Thank you so much.
We need you in person next time, please.
Excellent.
Thank you.
I will be there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So thanks again for watching this episode of Travel Live with Steve Perillo. And next week we're going to start a new series called Travel Unraveled, where we're going to tear apart and put back together how these travel businesses work. Tour operators, cruise lines, and airlines. We'll start with those so you can learn exactly what these businesses are made of. And I'll see you next time.